Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, the one stood out, the apostle, great millstone. Citation I can teach all truth and sincerity. This is going to be called, He shall give his angels charge over thee. So I'm going to start this off in Psalms 91, verse 1. It says, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty. So, the secret place of the Most High is the scriptures, is this truth. We're abiding in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And if we continue to endure and to be occupied in the meditation thereof, the prophecies, and all that this book is saying and is has to offer, we continue in it, and we're going to be protected in the times of Jacob's trouble. Because we made, Yahweh Shem Yahshai basically our wretches. Our Salaki, we made Yahweh Shem Yahshai our refuge and our, like it says in verse 2. It says, verse 2 says, I will say of Yahweh, He is my refuge, my fortress, my power, in Him who I trust. So we made the Lord our refuge, our fortress, because it says the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into are safe. We trust and have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai that He's going to, protect us and do what He say He going to do. It says verse 3, it says, surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And we have faith that Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to deliver us from the snare of the fowler, the noisome pestilence, from the missiles, and from any any threatening thing that will come our way. Verse 4 says, He shall cover thee with His feathers, under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that fly by noonday. And we're not going to be afraid of anything. We're not going to be afraid of the missiles or anything that Esau has to has in his arsenal. Because if we have Yahweh Shem Yahushai on our side, nothing will happen to us. We'll be protected. It says verse 6, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth noonday. So we're not gonna be afraid of any pestilence, any plagues, that's coming our way. It says verse 7, it says 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So, people are going to be dropping like flies on one side of us, and another side they're going to be dropping. We're going to be walking through, and people are going to be so-called dead. Like it says in scripture, the blood is going to be up to the horse's bridle. That's up to the horse's neck. And all these plagues and all this destruction that's coming, that's for the wicked, the 2/3 and the wicked, the heathens. It's like, it's not for the Lord's elect, the Lord's faithful servants. That's all for the wicked. All those that destruction, all that judgment's for the wicked. It's not. We don't really have to worry about that if we're doing what we're supposed to do for Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We don't have to worry about, being caught up in that judgment, that horrible judgment that's going to come upon these people, for all their wickedness that they have done against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It says verse 8 says, "Only with thy eyes shall thou behold the word of the wicked." Like it says in Isaiah 58 verse 10, we shall wash our feet in the blood of the wicked. We're gonna see the destruction and the reward for being wicked. Verse 9 says, "Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation," it says, "there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling." So we don't have to worry about the coronavirus or anything that Esau has cooked up that he's gonna release to the public and the air. We don't have to worry about that, because it says right here, "There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling," because we made Yahweh Shem Shai basically our refuge and our fortress. You know, he will protect us from those plagues, those things that are gonna come upon this queendom. You know, because back it's just like we're in Egypt and Babylon back then. You know, back in Egypt, Yahweh sends 10 plagues upon the Hamites, and Goshen wasn't messed with. Goshen had light. Goshen didn't get those plagues. Only the Egyptian got those plagues. So, and it's just like the elect are gonna be just like the Goshen. We're not gonna have, if we're the men of the Lord that are in this thing. We're gonna be like Goshen. We're not gonna be touched by those plagues and all those things that's gonna come upon those wicked 2/3 and those those heathens. I'm reading verse 11. It says, "For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways." So he's going to give the angels to protect us and keep us from being, what's the word? Anyway, it says, verse 12, "They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against the stone." It says, "Thou shalt tread upon the lion adder, and the young lion, the dragon shall trample under feet." So we're gonna these animals are not gonna what's the word, attack us in that day. It says verse 14, "Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he have known my name." Because we know the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. He's gonna deliver us and set us upon high. It says, "He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation." Because it says in Job, Job 5, because that's the next one I was going to get, is Job 5. This is Job 5 and 19. It says, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee." It says, "In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword." So, it says in Isaiah, which I'm going to get that, it says, "My servants shall eat." But the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, they're going to eat, while the 2/3 and the rest of the people are going to be hungry. And it says there's gonna be a famine in the land, but also gonna be it's gonna be a physical famine and a famine of the word, where the prophets are not gonna be out there teaching, and where the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahshua are gonna be protected and hiding in a secret place, and the men of the Lord are gonna be protected, eating and protected from the sword. It says, verse 21, "Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh." So it says in scripture, "Every tongue that shall rise up against you, thou shalt condemn." This is the heritage. I believe that's in Isaiah 54. Every tongue shall rise up against you, thou shalt condemn. It says we're not going to be afraid when destruction comes, because we're not going to receive that destruction. If Lord were a part of that number, it says, verse 22, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. And we're going to laugh at the calamities of these 2/3 and these heathens. And the beasts, the animals are going to be with us. They're going to be working with us. They're not going to attack us. Like when we see a lion, they're not going to maul us. When we see a animal, they're going to walk past us and go judge a 2/3 or a heathen. In verse 23, it says, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And we're going to be in league with the because all the elements and all the beasts are going to be at peace with us. It says, verse 24, thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. And I'm gonna go to Isaiah 59 right quick. This is Isaiah 59:19. It's Isaiah 59:19. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against them, and Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is going to give the men of the Lord spiritual power. When Esau comes in and try to come after the men of the Lord and try to put their hands on the men of the Lord's going to lift up a standard and give the men of the Lord spiritual power. It says, verse 20 says, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, unto them that turn from transgression, and Jacob saith Yahweh. So the Lord is going to give the men of the Lord spiritual power. That's how most of the men of the Lord are going to survive and deal with this Jacob's trouble. You know, they're going to have spiritual power. And this is Isaiah 65 verse 13. It says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So the servants of the Lord are going to eat, drink, and rejoice, and not be ashamed in the times of when Jacob's trouble is coming on. Because these people that are going to be, hungry, thirsty, and not rejoicing, they're going to be ashamed, because they had opportunity to serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua, but they didn't take that opportunity, and they scoffed and didn't take heed to the words that were because the prophets were out there. It says, verse 14, behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And they're gonna cry and be howling, and Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not gonna hear them, because they're gonna be crying and saying the wrong name, and Yahweh Shem Yahshua is not even going to take heed to what they're saying. I'm gonna go to Second Esdras right quick, and this is the last one. Second Esdras 2. I'm gonna start 26. In Second Esdras 2:26, it says, as for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. And the servants of the Lord are not going to perish in that day. It says, 27, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others will weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Yeah, others will reap. The 2/3 of Israel and the heathens will weep, but the men of the Lord are going to be merry, will rejoice, and have abundance. Have an abundance of all the things that Yahweh Shem Yahshua has for them. Because it says in Scripture, the Lord take care of the animals. How much more you? It says, verse 28, it says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith Yahweh. It says, my hands shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to take care of his servants. All these heathens and all these two-thirds are going to envy us, but they can do nothing against us. No. So I'm going to end it right here. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to give his angels charge over thee, and he's going to take care of his servants. I'm going to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashin Yahshua, Bashin Kakadash, Daban, the elder apostle, great millstone, citation, you I can teach all truth, sincerity, and shalom.